What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Maxed Ultimate Iron Man series, where I attempt to fill as many collection log spots as possible. Starting this one out on 1,348. If you guys remember from the last one, I started doing deep sea trawling, and I managed to get every single one of the big fish out of the way. I did end up getting these before the angler paint, so I had to go and camp krill since it was the best method of trying to get the paint. And then at the end of the video, I managed to get the angler's paint. So the next thing up here is going back to Kraken to try to get this inky paint, which is a 1 in 1,500 drop rate. And I am currently sitting on 3,000 total kills. I also have all the bottled storms I need. I've had 6 so far. You only have 5 boats, so I don't need any of those. The only other thing that would be nice to get here is another dragon metal sheet drop. I currently have 5 of those in my inventory, and I need a total of 6 in order to make the broken dragon hooks. We'll see how this goes, though. I only get about 30 kills per hour here, so I am 100 hours into this grind so far. Weird jump here. I am just now realizing I didn't even tell you guys that I was going to take a break to do the elite clues because I hit 5 again. So I wanted to go and get those done. Currently at 3,300 kills, though, so 300 more in so far. And yeah, I have 5 more elites to open here. This is going to put me up to a total of 400. So let's go ahead and get through these. See if I can get another master. Okay, no master. And there's 400 elites per usual. Nothing from the elites, man. I actually really hate these clues. Ooh. With that drop, I have enough dragon metal sheets now to actually build the dragon hook. I could turn one of them into 15 nails. The only problem is I still need that 1 nail since it costs 16, so 1 more sheet here will give me enough to build that. Also at this point, I am at 3,500 total kills now. Well, it didn't take long to get 5 elites once again, so I guess I'm taking another break. Alright guys, today I'm excited to talk about some of the awesome new additions coming to one of my favorite supporters of the channel. There's never been a better time to start playing alongside the 5 million monthly active users, and after downloading Raid through my link, you'll immediately obtain a huge starter pack with legendary champion Karato, and 2 more epics, Uugo level 10 and Rector Drath level 20. Plus, if you're a new player, you'll be able to choose one of the 6 legendary heroes to unlock via the promo codes that you guys can see on the screen. They're non-stop adding new content to the game, and this time is no different. 5 iconic assassins from the Assassin's Creed franchise are being introduced through a limited time in-game event. And I mean, come on, just look at the beautiful cinematic here. You'll be able to obtain all of these characters yourself through the event. Here's a closer look at the 5 iconic assassins that you'll be able to obtain as champions. Ezio, Edward, Bayek, Basim, and Kassandra, who have all had their appearances faithfully recreated from their original Assassin's Creed games with awesome visual details and crisp animations. The limited time event, the Ezio Chase event, will allow you to obtain Ezio as a champion for free simply by logging into Raid for 7 days starting January 8th. As for the other 4 assassins, they can be obtained through dedicated events, tournaments, and summon boosts. This massive update also includes a new event dungeon antagonist, Pontiff Augustine. Players can fight him and earn time-limited chronophage gear, as well as gear from other valuable sets. Finally, as a special thank you from Raid, if you unlock all 6 champions during the event, you will earn an exclusive bonus reward. So if you haven't started playing Raid yet, what are you waiting for? Click my link in the description or scan my QR code to get bonuses available only from my link. You will immediately get a huge starter pack, as mentioned earlier, with legendary champion Karato, and also 2 more epics with Uugo level 10 and Rector Drath level 20. New players can also pick from 6 promo codes for legendaries, including Green Warden Ruark, Alice the Wanderer, Cheshire Cat, Tuhaneric, Sun Wukong, and the Ultimate Death Knight. Personally, if I was you guys, I'd go with Sun Wukong. He's just freaking awesome. If you go directly to the App Store or use any other link to download, you won't get any of these packages that Raid's team gave me, so make sure you download them with my link and then use the specific promo code in-game that you want to redeem. As always, massive thank you to the team over at Raid for supporting the channel. Make sure you guys go check them out and participate in that limited time event while it's still available. Okay, here we go once again, another 5 elites. See if I can actually get unique this time. It's been quite a while since I've seen a unique from any of these elites. There's a giant boot. And, per usual, nothing. Do you have another full key here, though, I can go use at the Dragonstone chest? Oh my gosh.
There it is, the inky paint.
There it is. It's finally over. 3,799 kills for that. I will, per usual, show the total log from that. This doesn't accurately count the bottled storms I got. I think it's more like 280 million total GP. But this amount of kills took me 127 hours to get this paint, which is like 3 times the amount of time it usually takes on rate to get a pet. Definitely not one of the items I wanted to go over 2 times the drop rate for. Going into the log here now, though, I still need to get the shark paint, the salvers paint, and finally the merchant's paint, which I can get from trading in all 5 tradable paints. Alright, as I said before to you guys, I still need 1 dragon nail in order to make this hook. I was thinking, what's the most efficient way for me to go about doing this? And I decided to head over to the spot where I can get the dragon cannon barrel from, since I still need that. You can get between 1 and 3 dragon nails here at a 1 in 2,000 rate. Of course, the cannon is a 1 in 20,000. It's an insane drop rate that I'm kind of surprised they haven't actually changed yet. I'm fully expecting them to change it in the future after this whole poll is over with, though. Doesn't seem a lot of people are happy with it. Yeah, I could get lucky and just get the dragon cannon barrel out of the way while trying to get this 1 nail, but if I get the nail, I'm going to be done here and come back to this in the future.
Oh, wow, that was fast.
Well, that didn't take any time at all. 380 total salvages, which is about an hour to get that nail. Now I can head out of here and get the rest of the supplies I need to build this on my ship. Oh, it's so nice building this. I've been holding on to these sheets for a while. I've had no inventory space to do anything, and now I have a lot to work with once again. I decided to build this for myself and not my crewmate. I don't have any plans to go for another one until they change combat. It might be worth it in the future if they add another salvaging spot and they make ship combat a lot better. I might go for it then. Okay, on to the next spot. We're going to be doing some mercenary shipwrecks here because this is where I can get the salvers paint from, and as stated before, I just need the salvers paint and the shark paint. This one, just like the Dragon Cannon Barrel, I don't know why they decided to add so many insane drop rates with sailing, but it's a 1 in 24,000 chance to get this here. I've already done about 10,500 beforehand as well, so I'm already starting off about halfway to the drop rate. I haven't done this with the Dragon Hook, of course, so I'm going to do an hour test here to give me an idea of how many salvages I can get per hour with this now. Oh, another thing I forgot to mention here, you also get hard clues at a drop rate of 1 in 475, so I'll be doing those once I get stacks of 5 over time. This is kind of surprising. That's an hour done. I got 470 total salvages complete that hour, which is exactly the same as I got with the rune hook, so I guess it really didn't make any difference whatsoever. With the rate being 470 though, I can expect about 1 hard clue per hour here on top of everything. Okay, there's the 5 stack of hard clues. What's really nice about this now is that once I get the 5 stack, all I have to do is go to this island north of me, and I can go ahead and just dock my boat up here. And then when I'm done with the 5 hard clues, since I got the bottled storm drop from Kraken on my boat now, I can literally just teleport back to the boat instead of having to come all the way down here from another port.
Oh my gosh, I wasn't recording. The one time I stopped recording, oh my gosh, I got it. Oh, I literally minimized because I'm editing my thumbnail, so I wasn't recording. The one time I'm not recording, I get the salvers paint. There it is. It is over. Go ahead and show you guys the loot on the side. So almost 15,000 plus the 4,500 that wasn't on the tracker beforehand. So 19,500 on a drop rate of 24,000, a little bit under the drop rate. To get that out of the way. Also 1,350 total slots now as well. Going into the paints here. The only one I need now in order to get the merchant's paint is the shark paint, and it is the easiest one out of all of them. I left it to last because I didn't want to have another one sitting in my inventory for doing stuff like this. So yeah, with the salvers done, I can now move on to going for the shark paint. Okay, the method for the shark paint is pretty much the same thing you do if you're going for the soup pet. It's just doing port tasks, and the shark paint is only a 1 in 36 chance from doing these. Apparently the fastest ones you can get are between Alderaan and the Sunset Coast, since they're right next to each other. So I can just keep getting tasks between these 2 areas, going back and forth. And yeah, it's basically that simple. And we'll see how many it takes me on the 1 in 36. I've probably already done 20 or so port tasks from when I was really early on with sailing. Also with the tasks, every 8 that I believe that you do, they reset the board. So I did 8 tasks from what I just showed you guys, and once the board doesn't have any of the good ones left, you have to do between Pandemonium and Port Sarum until the board resets again. You can also make use of the Summon Boat as well. Really good spell. There it is. The Shark Paint. That is on 23 total tasks done. And the final paint I need. And the last thing to do once I have all the paints is head over to Port Sarum and find Trader Stan over here. And the way you get the merchant paint is by giving him all 5 of these tradable paints. So let's go ahead and talk to him. Have any paints for sale? And yes, there it is. I believe the first merchant paint on all of Ultimate Iron Man. Nobody has it on Temple, and I haven't seen any pictures of it, so I mean, I'm just gonna assume it's the first one. It is a lot of hours to get, so it is definitely possible that it is the only one. There is Boat Paints Greenlogged. Huge to get that out of the way. I'm gonna go put this on my boat now, and the only thing left to do here, take the merchant's paint onto the boat schematics here, and let's go ahead and build the merchant's trim onto the speedboat. There it is, the gold-plated red boat. Looks pretty cool. Would look cooler if I had like some dragon stuff instead of the Addy, but yeah, there it is on the boat. Took me a total of 292 hours to get all of those paints done. Okay, now at this point, I have a total of 8 more drops I need to get from sailing. The only one I need from like the ocean is the dragon cannon barrel, and I want to wait on that because the results of the poll that they did are going to be out in like 3 days, so they might end up changing the drop rate on that, so I'm probably going to go for that item last. Next up here, I am going to be going for these 2 items here. The Griffin Feather is like a guaranteed drop, so I'll get that pretty quick. The Horn of Plenty, though, is going to be the main item I'm going for. The Horn has a drop rate of 1 in 1,000 and 1 in 2,500 when off task. It's definitely not worth for the normal ones to do this on task, so I'm just going to be killing them off task. Also, what's nice here with killing these is they drop hard clues at a rate of 1 in 95 with the hard combat achievement diary completed. That's another reason why I'm still hanging on to the caskets that I have. I'm going to save those all until I'm done. When it comes to the gear and what you can use here, you can definitely use a cannon. It's a lot faster. I don't have any cannonballs, so I'm just going to be AFKing them. And I did some DPS calcs, and it seems that the best option for me right now is going to be using the Noxious Halley. Well, there's that, I guess. I was planning to do the usual here and do an hour to let you guys know how long it was going to take, and then I ended up getting the Horn in 102 kills. Which was well under an hour. It was like 30 minutes or something, 40 minutes, something like that. Could have taken quite a while to get on rate, though, so it is one of the nicer ones to just go ahead and get out of the way. With that done, though, there's really no other place I can get hard clues from now, so I'm just going to go ahead and open the 15 that I've been holding on to. Okay, made my way over to the usual spot here. Let's go ahead and open up the hards. All right, well, there's the clues over. Didn't really expect too much from that. Did go over 2,700 total completed now, though, so that's a pretty cool milestone. Next thing on the list here is going to be the Shellbane Griffin Log. There are 3 things on here, the Pet, the Jar, and the Bell's Folly. And I also need to get this Aquanite Tendon in the Slayer Log, so I'm going to be going for both of those at the same time. In order to do that, though, I need to unlock a few things here in the Slayer Shop. I have 320 points, so I do have more than enough for what I need to get. First thing, I need to unlock Griffins for 80 points, and I also need to unlock getting Aquanite tasks for another 80. And then finally, I can go into the extensions and extend Aquanites as well for another 100. So just enough points I needed for all 3 of those things. Now it's time to start doing some skipping to try to get one of the tasks. Well, that was easy. 143 Griffins. I only ended up having to skip 2 tasks for it. Not too sure really what I'm going to be using here, so I have to go look at the wiki. All right, this is going to be the setup here. It is kind of weird because you have to wear the turtle shell, and I also ended up getting rid of my Slayer helm into just the black mask because it weighs more.
and you have to weigh a certain amount here for the Griffin's attack to not hit you backwards. So it is really weird, but this is going to be the setup. I'm just using the Noxious Halley and my Dragon Claws. The boss itself, though, is incredibly easy. You don't even really end up using any food if you do it correctly. I think what I'm going to be trying to do so I don't use any prayer potions is doing maybe 3 kills per trip until my prayer runs out. I should be able to get 3 kills done with that. And between each kill, I'm going to be leaving the cave and coming back in so the boss respawns faster. I did mention before there are 3 drops total that you can get here. The first one is the Bell's Folly, and that is a 1 in 400 drop rate. Not really a useful item for me. If I get any of these, I'm just going to be dropping them off to my other account for GP. And the other 2, basically the usual from every boss. You have a jar and the pet, and those are the same drop rates as well as the other ones. 1 in 2k for the jar and 1 in 3k for the pet. And I can also get elites here at a rate of about 1 in 200. Like I do everywhere though, see you guys back in an hour with an idea on how many kills I'm going to be getting. This is pretty fast. That's an hour done, and I'm up to 60 total kills. 60 per hour, not too bad. I think with a scythe or whatever, you can get like over 80, maybe even 90, but with the gear I have, I'll definitely take 60, not too bad. Oh. There's the Bell's Folly. Oh, it's fast. There's the Bell's Folly already. Only 109 KC to get that. Way under the rate. More than likely end up getting like 10 of these before I get the rest of the log though. Ooh, there is the first elite on 121 KC. I'm just going to be dropping these outside of my POH as usual and doing them all at the same time later on. Oh, there's number 2. And the second Bell's Folly on 207 KC. Little KC milestone update. There is 250. As the first Aquanite task, 159 of them. I've had 2 Griffin tasks so far as well, so I'm pretty much going to be killing him in the same gear. It should work pretty well, and I'm not going to change my gear setup between doing both of these. It would get way too annoying. But when it comes to the drop rate on the Aquanite Tendon, it is 1 in 3,500 off task and 1 in 750 on task. So yeah, definitely not worth doing off task at all. And since it gives about 150 on average, it'll end up being about 5 tasks to be on rate for this item. I don't think it really drops anything else too useful here. The drops are kind of bad. Oh, wow, that sucks. Another missed battle staff from a superior. That's a lot. I've had a lot of these already on my account. Still need the heart. Here's what the superior stuff looks like. I have the 1 eternal gem, 5 dust staffs, and 2 mist staffs. Okay, first Aquanite task completed. Sadly, no tendon, but these are looking like they're pretty good for Renar seeds. I got 14 from that task. Definitely be holding on to all of these until I get that drop. See if I get the back-to-back task luck here, and no. Hey, let's go. Another Aquanite task, 186 to go ahead and do this time. Yes, there is the Aquanite tendon. Well, lucky once again. It seems like through all of the sailing clogs that came out, I'm getting lucky on the ones that don't take too much time to get for some reason. I got that on 259 KC. Once again, well under the drop rate. Also ended up with a total of 19 Renar seeds, which is going to be very nice. Other than that, though, as you guys can see from the loot, it is pretty bad. With that done, though, I can go back to my Slayer Master and take away the unlocks so I don't get these tasks anymore. Okay, this is going to be a really random jump. As you guys see, I am back on my boat in the ocean once again. Currently sitting on 442 total Shellbane Griffin kills. So I was thinking about this, and I've been constantly getting Frost Dragon tasks that I've been skipping to get the Griffin task, and I realized that I still need to get the Dragon Cannon Barrel, and I need, I think, 8 Dragon Metal Sheets in order to build that on my boat. The rate of getting the sheets on task at Frost Dragons is a lot better. So if I just sit here going for Griffin tasks and skipping all of these Frost Dragon tasks, I'd have to go back and skip 4 Frost Dragon tasks anyway to build the cannon. So I think it's going to be more beneficial for me to just get the cannon first and then go back to doing the Griffin. So if I get any of those Frost Dragon tasks, I can just do them and get the cannon built. It's not an item I want to go for because it's a 1 in 20,000 drop rate, but it just makes too much sense to me, and it would be wasting too much time to not go for this first. So I made my way back over to the Merchant Shipwrecks. I am currently at 25 hours I've been here so far. So surely I just get the cannon barrel soon and just go back to Griffins. Oh, there's the second moldy doll here. Not really useful. It's just 1 in 3,000 drop rate, so those are kind of annoying to see when they pop up in your inventory. Okay, another update for you guys here. I went and put my XP gained on the screen, so I've gained 1.6 million more sailing XP here. I'm getting over 100k per hour, so this is actually really good XP. For AFKing. I'll also show the opulent salvage total on the screen, 5,700, and I've gotten 7,000 beforehand here, so I'm at about 13,000, still under the drop rate, but getting closer to it now. I also have 15 dragon nails from doing this, which is really nice. I need 16 for the dragon cannon when I eventually get it, so I won't have to get any more nails. I'll just have to get the sheets. As it stands, though, I am going to be ending the video here. I was hoping I'd get lucky enough to get this before the end of this, but it seems I'm going to be here a little bit longer. In terms of the high scores, I'm going to show them do the same thing as last time and show you guys the temple remaining sailing collection logs for the UIMs. I only have 4 left to go now, and the closest behind me is 15, so I still have a pretty decent lead on that. I guess I'm technically like 3 away, because that squid beak I still have to get is like an hour-long grind or something. It's a really quick item to get. But yeah, that's it for this one. 1,356 total collections logged at this point. Hope you guys are still enjoying these. Next video, you could definitely expect me to try to completely finish sailing. Once I finish this, I'm going straight to doing the Shellbane Griffin until I get the pet in the jar there. So I'll see you guys once again in either a week or 2. It's really going to depend on how long it takes me to get this pet. If I go incredibly dry, it'll probably be 2 weeks. So thank you guys once again, and I'll see you in the next video.